पता चला मैं HIV पॉजिटिव हूँ। मेरी मम्मी एक्सपायर हुई तब मैं अपना खून टेस्ट कराया था मेरे पापा ने, तो उसमें खून में आया था, तब पता चला मैं पॉजिटिव हूँ। ये सफदरगंज ऑल इंडिया नहीं है, वहाँ बोला कि अपना टेस्ट करा, तुम्हारा बच्चा HIV पॉजिटिव है। तो बोला कैसे? उसने बोला कहीं खून चढ़ा है? मेरे पापा बोला हाँ। मुझे खांसी बुखार होता रहता है हर बार, मैंने ताकतवर नहीं हूँ, इतनी होता है। दवा नहीं खावे तो सब ना खा जाते, अक्खे बाल में, अक्खे शरीर में। सो हंसते, सर भी देख के बोलते जाओ जाओ तुम जाओ, बोलते तुम तो बीमार रहते हो हमेशा। बहुत दुख होता हूँ, मैं घर पे आता हूँ चुपचाप बैठता हूँ। मैं जानता हूँ कि बीमारी वो खतरनाक है, इसमें गोली नहीं खाओगे तो बड़ा होके आगे कुछ तबलीग करेगा। टीचर सबने सामने बोल गए, बोले कि तुमने रोग है, सबको पता चल गया है कि मैं HIV पॉजिटिव हूँ। रिसर्च में जाता हूँ तो ऐसा बोलता है कि मेरे सामने मत देखो, मुझे नजर लग जाएगी। मम्मी पापा मर गए है ना, याद बहुत आता है मेरे को।
At a global level, about 3 million children are infected by HIV through parent to child transmission, and about 15.2 million children have lost one or both parents to AIDS. In India, where more than 40% of the general population consists of children, some astounding statistics exist. Approximately 21,000 infants each year are infected by HIV through mother-to-child transmission. 80% of these children die within 5 years, and a large number of them will outlive parents who will succumb to the disease. With over 100,000 HIV and AIDS infected children, estimates of AIDS orphans are a staggering 2 million children. The plight of orphans living with HIV and AIDS is truly pathetic, as they are deprived of their basic rights. Becoming the voice of HIV and AIDS affected children, the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights initiated 5 countrywide state hearings on the condition and rights of these children. The first such national level hearing was initiated by the NCPCR and organized by ActionAid India in New Delhi.
And now this is the final hearing at a national level in which a few more states from this part of India will be participating. And it's difficult for anybody to sit through the hearing without shedding tears. That's the extent and nature of the tragedy that is involved in the condition that we are going to listen to.
જ્યારે મારો જન્મ થયો ત્યારે અમારા ઘરમાં બહુ ખુશી હતી અને અચાનક મારા પપ્પા બીમાર પડ્યા।
मेरे जन्म हुआ तब मेरे घर में बहुत खुशी थी, लेकिन अचानक मेरे पापा बीमार पड़े तो उनका रिपोर्ट करवाया, रिपोर्ट HIV पॉजिटिव आया। तो बाद में मेरी मम्मी ने अपना रिपोर्ट करवाया तो मेरी मम्मी का रिपोर्ट भी HIV पॉजिटिव आया। जब मैं 1.5 साल का हुआ तब मेरा रिपोर्ट मेरी मम्मी ने करवाया तो मेरा रिपोर्ट भी HIV पॉजिटिव आया। और मैं जब 5 साल का हुआ तब मेरे पापा एक्सपायर्ड हो गए। अभी मैं और मेरी मम्मी अकेले रहते हैं। कोई बच्चे मेरे साथ फ्रेंडशिप नहीं करते और टीचर भी सबके सामने उसको बोलते हैं कि तुमको रोग हुआ है, तो उससे मुझे बहुत दुख होता है। मैं खुद उसकी मम्मी हूँ। मैंने बहुत सारे लोगों का काउंसलिंग किया है, लेकिन मैं अपने बच्चे का कैसे करूँ वो मैं खुद कि उसको कैसे मैं समझाऊँ। हमारा गीत एक है, भजन है कि नगर में जोगी आया अजब सा जोग लगाया। तो उसको ऐसे चिढ़ाते बच्चे कि नगर में रोगी आया अजब सा रोग लगाया। तो वो उतना नर्वस हो जाता है, घर आके उतना दुखी होता है कि मैं उसे कैसे समझाऊँ, वो मुझे खुद को पता नहीं चलता।
Find that the school is not going to change, or let we take a feedback from them saying that within a week if there is no change, then we will have to look for another school as an option, right? But then the first step is to first find out, and we have to use not just persuasion but as you said your GR, and they cannot just continue to harass him like this.
मैं स्कूल जाता हूँ तो मुझे बता देते हैं, मुझे ऐसा स्कूल चाहिए।
छोटी लड़की जो है वो नेगेटिव है, बड़ा लड़का जो है पॉजिटिव है। ये सब हुआ जो गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल की तरफ से मुझे भुगतना पड़ रहा है, जो उन्होंने लापरवाहियाँ मेरे साथ किया था। जी हिंदू राव हॉस्पिटल 2002 में मुझे खून दिया गया था HIV पॉजिटिव व्यक्ति का, तो उसमें हिंदू राव की इसकी पैदाइश है 2002 की, तो वहाँ पे उन्होंने जन्म पत्री बना के दिया था, तो जन्म पत्री पे भी लिख दिए थे HIV पॉजिटिव, जो कि कानूनन जुल्म है लिखना। जब ये 5 साल का हुआ था तो मैं इसको सरकारी स्कूल में ले गए थे दाखिला कराने के लिए, तो उन्होंने बोला मास्टर कि ये बच्चा यहाँ नहीं पढ़ेगा। मैंने बोला मास्टर क्यों नहीं पढ़ेगा? बोले पॉजिटिव है। हम कहे सर इसका तो या आप जानते हैं या हम जानते हैं, तो बच्चे को पढ़ने दीजिए, आप जानते हैं पढ़े लिखे हो, हर चीज़ पढ़ रहे हो। तो बोले कोई बात नहीं, बच्चा नहीं पढ़ेगा। सारे बच्चों को बैठा के उन्होंने बताया ये बच्चा पॉजिटिव है। मैं बच्चे को लेके बाहर बैठ गए। हम कहे चलो कोई बात नहीं, प्रिंसिपल से मैं बात करती हूँ क्या बात है। हम कहे सर ऐसी ऐसी बात है, क्या बच्चा पॉजिटिव है तो पढ़ेगा नहीं? प्रिंसिपल बोला कि नहीं बेटा पढ़ेगा। क्यों नहीं पढ़ेगा? सारे मास्टर को बुलाया, बोला मास्टर बताइए आप कौन से मास्टर था? कहे सर ये थे। प्रिंसिपल भी इत्तेफाकन HIV पॉजिटिव। बोला मैं भी पॉजिटिव हूँ, मुझे भी नौकरी से निकलवा दो। तो ये बच्चा वहाँ पढ़ने लगा, 2-4-10 दिन पढ़ा, बच्चे को तंग करने लगे सारे बच्चे पॉजिटिव पॉजिटिव। ये कहने लगा मम्मी पॉजिटिव क्या चीज़ होती है?
Does the mother have BPL card?
Cases like these are indicative of the tremendous discrimination HIV-affected children face, even for basic human rights such as education. The stigma of the disease and the lack of psychological support from friends, family, and society at large crushes the will of these children, causing many of them to drop out of school altogether. Most HIV orphans are also cared for by elderly grandparents, who themselves are infirm and unable to provide for the child, be it monetarily or nutritionally. A 50 to 100% increase in energy intake needs to be maintained to be able to reduce infections in HIV and AIDS patients, which is an expense ill-afforded for these desperate families.
Until our suggestion comes and the government listens, it will be another 6 months and the boy will become thinner. So from now, we were working for this boy first, and there I want to issue very clear guidance that he is 13 years old. We have a nutritionist here.
Because this child, if I go through just this sheet, it is frightening how he's coping. They've spent about 1,000 rupees on opportunistic infections. He spends about 200 rupees to get ART every month. There are no sources of income. There is discrimination in school. He looks like a child of 5, 6 or not more than 7 years. Obviously he's not getting enough food. So on every front, he's facing huge battles. How do you expect him, sir, in Orissa
I think
to
I
handle
will explain that again. I have clearly said that there are certain issues which NACO can take up.
Let's ask the child how many times does he go now that he's ill, he's got diarrhea, where does he, because probably the grandfather is not able. He goes every 15 days to Cuttack, which is from Balesur. It's quite a distance, nearly 200 kilometers. And sometimes the date elapses in the sense he's unable to go on the date that has been asked. Now he has diarrhea, but he hasn't gone to the doctor. Obviously, if he has a 65-year-old grandfather and the only surviving member, a grandmother, which makes it even more difficult.
ART is 200 kilometers away, but we have sanctioned new ART center at Bolangir, Balasore.
He's from Odisha, sir, the man in the red shirt. He's saying he's confirming that it has not started. Can you give the address to him right away, please?
Yes.
Where and
I can give.
ये হচ্ছে মোনালিসা মালিক, উনি একজন হচ্ছে HIV পজিটিভ। আমার হাজবেন্ড যখন অসুস্থ ছিলেন তখন আমি আমার হাজবেন্ডকে হসপিটালে ভর্তি করাবার সময়
पहले इनके हस्बैंड को HIV पॉजिटिव पता चला और फिर इन्होंने टेस्ट करवाया तो इनका भी HIV पॉजिटिव निकला। और हस्बैंड जब वापस आए अपने नेबरहुड में तो वहाँ आके उन्होंने बताया, सबको बता दिया अपने आस पड़ोस के लोगों को कि HIV पॉजिटिव है, जिसकी वजह से इन्हें बहुत परेशानियाँ उठानी पड़ी। ये पानी लेने जाते थे तो लोग इनको अलग कर देते थे। जो सारा स्टिग्मा जिस तरह से होता है उसकी वजह से इन्हें बहुत परेशानियाँ उठानी पड़ी। फिर उन्होंने अपनी बच्ची को टेस्ट करवाया तो वो भी HIV पॉजिटिव निकली, जिसकी वजह से आस पड़ोस के लोग बच्ची के साथ भी अपने बच्चों को इस बच्ची के से दूर रखने की कोशिश करते थे। এআরটি সেন্টার যদি কাছে তাহলে লিঙ্ক সেন্টার যাবে কেন?
আমি সেই মানে আমাদের বলে দিচ্ছে যে তোমরা বারাসাতে যাও না আরজি করে যাও।
She is saying that she is being told to go to the Link ART center, which is much further away, for which she has to take a bus and then has to walk a lot, and she doesn't have the money for the bus.
Sometimes when Link center is near to their house, they still prefer to go to a ART which is farther away because of reasons of stigma. So it is first criteria for linking out is the willingness of the patient. If they have been linked out wrongly,
no, but she is not willing. You are hearing the story.
Yeah, I have heard. That is what I am saying. That is why I am telling you the.
See, the ART center is close to her. She should go there.
আমি লড়াই করে বাঁচতে চাই। আমি কেন অন্য অনুদান দেবে তারা নিও? আমি কেন অনুদান দেব?
No, that you are not.
সরকার আমাকে কেন সব সময় দেবে? এটা চাল দেবে, ডাল দেবে, নুন দেবে, তাই আমি বাঁচবো।
She's saying that we don't really want so many facilities. We are not beggars that we are asking for the government to give us this, that and the other. But the stigma is what is killing us. That even though I'm a voluntary service worker, I have always admitted that yes, I'm HIV positive.
जो विटामिन्स चाहिए वो आपको मिल नहीं रहा, बाहर से लेना पड़ता है। जब आप ART सेंटर में पूछे हैं कि हमें यहाँ से दो, उन्होंने कहा कि हम नहीं दे सकते।
আমাকে দুবার ট্রান্সফার করে দিয়েছে আরজি করে। আমি শুধু ওখানে ভলান্টিয়ার সার্ভিস দিই, এইচআইভি এর টপিক্যালে আমার চিঠিও করা রয়েছে আরজিতে।
They are saying go to the ARG college, get the medicines from there. She said, how can I go there? I have to go that far to get it. I'll be spending more money. So that's why
for the vitamins, for the vitamins,
for the supplements.
Vitamins.
They're asking her to go much further, doctor. Which means why can't they give it to the child where the mother is going for the ART?
Only it is a micronutrient supplementation that is on the doctor's discretion whether it is required or not. You don't require vitamins with ART.
But whenever it's required, she is referred to.
No, it should be provided by the hospital.
It's not happening.
It should be provided by the
It's
hospital.
not happening. They've referred her to some other distance. She would like required to go to ART center and not Link center. That she will require nutrition supplement for her, and she doesn't have to go somewhere to take her nutrition.
Why are the health people who are now getting involved not sensitized to this question?
No, all ART center staff, they are all sent to training. Doctors are sent for 2 weeks training. Counselors are sent for 2 weeks training.
Those are technical training.
No, it's a technical operational sensitization training. There is a interaction.
So what is your feedback about the training?
Even during the training.
From the feedback we get here,
no, I don't deny there is stigma despite the training, because one training does not change your behavior.
How long are we going to give ourselves? Because we are destroying that.
Stigma is one issue.
No, Dr. Sir, but children who suffer this marginalization, we don't know what long-term damage it's going to do. At least she's articulate, she can fight. That itself must be healing for her. But what about children?
I think we will have to rethink our training, and the processes are more important than some 2 weeks of training, a review process, and somewhere they will have to find out what is actually happening. What I'm trying to say is that the training program must have exposure visits where they go and sit there for 2 full days and see what they're practicing as good practices. Giving lectures have not helped. Maybe we will have to have a round of exchange visits where people from Orissa go to, say, a good center somewhere, sit there and say that, look, this is the way we don't stigmatize.
We have not succeeded. I just think that we've gone wrong somewhere where, as far as HIV is concerned, we seem to have dealt with the problem in compartments. We started talking about prevention, went after high-risk groups. We seem to sort of spend time just going deep into one issue and forget the whole picture. And I think what the children have taught us is it's a much, much larger picture than just the virus. One thought that HIV, which was in the hands of NGOs and the non-medical personnel, wouldn't go along this very narrow trajectory. But I've been proved wrong, and it's very unfortunate.
It's a reminder that what an insensitive society we live in, where we are not supportive of those, who are suffering from an ailment. I mean, hepatitis B is caught from the same reasons as you become HIV positive, and yet there is such a huge stigma, and it's got to do a lot with a lack of awareness, myths that float around. There is a real impending urgency, because
as we speak, there are more and more people who are getting affected, and children, being the lowest of the pyramid, get most affected by every issue. So they are really at the bottom rung, who have very little voice to even say what they want. So I think even providing this kind of a space where children can speak and really talk about their issues, I think is a great starting point.
ये बच्चा जो है ये पढ़ना चाहता है, पर इसकी कुछ समस्याएं हैं। अपने दादा के साथ रहता है और वो भी अक्षम है, फिजिकली थोड़ा हैंडीकैप्ड हैं।
कोई भेजने वाला नहीं है।
वो स्कूल लोकली जाना चाहते हैं। हम इधर बैठकर बता रहे कि ऑर्फनेज चले जाओ, और ये बता रहे कि स्कूल जाने में सिर्फ उनको तैयार करने में खुद नहीं कर सकते। इतना छोटा बच्चा है, वो खुद तैयार नहीं हो रहा है। So can we try for somebody to sort of just establish a routine of going to school, because he doesn't want to go to an orphanage.
I have been inspired by how much they have done for themselves without any one of us interfering in their lives. They have learned to stand on their feet, do it with dignity, and they have fought many a battle just because of something that they are not responsible for. And you find, we've heard stories of children who said that I will go to school, I want education. There were many children whom we thought we could easily put them into an orphanage and get them to study and perhaps get better treatment. But these children said, if I go there, who will take care of my mother? If I go there, who will take care of my grandfather?
Does the boy go to school?
Yes.
He goes to school. Does he like the food there? Midday meal? Does he get it at all?
आपको स्कूल में midday meal मिलता है?
कभी दाल खाओ, अच्छा से नहीं।
इनका nutrition का, if he has good food, then maybe that is the best thing that can happen to him. And कुछ schemes नहीं है यूपी में, जैसे कि गुजरात में है कि he's orphan child, so 1,000 rupees for an orphan child, 500 rupees for nutrition.
स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से अभी मैम इस तरह का कोई भी प्रोग्राम नहीं है फंडिंग का।
पॉजिटिव्स के लिए क्या चीज़ है? कोई स्पेशल BPL कार्ड्स देने का है, कोई प्रोग्राम या कोई न्यूट्रिशन देने का?
नहीं मैम, इस तरह का कोई भी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट
आप सोच रहे हैं कुछ रखने के लिए? आपको कमीशन की तरफ से कोई चाहिए? कोई
मैम, अगर आपकी रिकमेंडेशंस मिल जाती है तो दैट वुड हेल्प।
Will you take it up seriously?
Yeah, definitely.
Most state governments, forget about HIV/AIDS, should have some provision for orphans, right? As far as I'm aware, most states have some provision. UP doesn't have anything for orphans. So if we recommend that certain schemes for children should be put into effect, that's something you can take it up to your council.
उसको एजाबी पहुंचती है, मैं स्कूल में जाता हूँ, सब दोस्तों हंसते मेरे ऊपर।
क्यों?
बोलते हैं कि बीमारी हुई है, सर भी देख के हंसते हैं।
और वो खुद के साथ उसे ऐसा लगता है कि मैं सबसे अलग हूँ HIV के कारण, और बच्चों की तरह नॉर्मल में नहीं हूँ।
जो गेम में तुम अच्छा खेलते हो ना, वही ज़्यादा खेलो, तो सबको पता चल जाएगा तुम स्ट्रॉन्ग हो फिर।
We have a center of excellence at Ahmedabad where we have focused excellent special counselors. So we'll ensure one-to-one personal counseling to him and to the guardian, and we'll get back to you with the report of how he is now benefiting from that.
And also the 1,000 rupees scheme he must get.
Sure.
Yeah, the 1,000, because I think his nutrition is deficit. There is a deficit there.
अगली बार आप क्रिकेट टीम में खेल के बताना, ठीक है? और तुम हंसते नहीं हो कभी नहीं हंसते।
I think it's a great idea to actually hear these testimonies and have an action plan. It's not just hearing and talking and more discussion and conferences. There is a real action plan. People are going to come back with concrete reports, concrete actions, what they have taken, how they have rectified the situation as far as possible. So I'm hopeful that something definitely very positive will come out of this.
What comes across very clearly is the spirit of humanness, and the energy to do more comes when you listen to these children and when you listen to these families. Frustration, sometimes more disappointment, perhaps anger a lot, that why is it that we are not able to do. But at the same time, I think the hope these children give us makes you feel that yes, it is possible. And what they're asking for is dignity. What they're asking for is freedom. They're saying, look, treat us like equal human beings and give us the same thing as your child has. And I think that we should be able to do.